So a couple weeks ago, I got my front tires replaced on the Corvette. I replaced them at 17,000 miles. I've only put 500 miles since then, so I got 17,500 on the car. Now my rear tires, they're still pretty good. I'm thinking I could get 30,000 miles out of the originals. But on the front, I was only able to get 17,000. And now I don't take it out on the racetrack or anything like that. I mean, occasionally on the side roads, curvy roads, I do like to have a little fun with the car, but nothing too drastic that would cause me to wear my tires so quickly. But the reason I only got 17,000 miles has a lot to do with the alignment. So I have selected 2015 Chevrolet Corvette. This one has the base suspension. In other words, it does not have the C51 package. The total toe is 0.1, so it's towed in just slightly, and that's my tolerance, 0.2 degrees. Camber, the caster, that's quite high, but the fact that it's designed to go high speeds, so the high caster makes it more stable at high speeds. Normally, regular vehicle, you might have 4 degrees, but on vehicles that are meant to go fast, that number's usually higher. So on my tires, you can see how it was starting to show the threads. So it was about time for me to replace the steer tires. Alright, so the thing about the tires is that I had the most wear on the inner edges. And part of the reason is because of the way the suspension's set up. They have a little bit of camber, which camber is basically how the tire is tilted. So negative camber, the tire would be tilted like this, therefore putting more pressure on the inner edge. So the car had a negative 0.5 degrees, so it's normal for the car. It was just tilted a little bit inwards. It's just so it can have a better performance when going around corners. But what was off on my alignment was the toe. So on the spec, the total toe is 0.1. So basically the tires are pointed inwards just a little bit, so it can have kind of like a snow plowing effect as you're going on the road. But on my case, I had a 0.3 degrees, so it was towed in a lot more than the spec, causing some premature wear. And now on the rear you want to have 0 degrees total toe, and I believe I had a quarter, 0.25, so they were also towed in just a little bit, so I got that zeroed out. And on the front tires, I adjusted it to the spec, which is 0.1. I also, on this car, because it's got a electronic steering, stability control, you have to plug in the scan tool and reset your steering angle sensor, so I did that as well. But yeah, now I expect to get more mileage from having the alignment back to factory specs. I remember hitting a curb a while back, not bad enough to damage the wheels or anything, but I'm thinking maybe some of that could have probably been the cause of my alignment being out just a little bit. But yeah, alignment is very important when it comes to tire wear. Yeah, 17,000 miles, it's not too bad. A couple of days ago I went and saw the C6 Corvette at the Chevrolet dealer when I had my oil changed, and they had a C06 with the C7 performance package, and those tires on that car last 5,000 miles from what the salesman was saying, and that's under normal driving. So 17,000 miles on this seems reasonable to me. Plus my rears are still pretty good. And it's just the nature of these cars, you know, you can't rotate your tires because the rears are 19s, the fronts are 18s. And on the front, like I was saying, you got negative camber, and then you got toe in, so that causes them to wear out faster than the rear. But I hope that made sense. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos.